Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is sort of a project, but it's a bit of a showcase too. So these are some of my customer thank you gifts. I send out a little goodie bag every single month on the first of the month to everybody who has shopped with me, and it contains some products, a newsletter, and then a handmade card. And I spend all month making them. And these were this month's, or rather these were this month's varieties. So I used the new Ornate Garden suite, which I'm going to show you in more detail. And then I chose 4 cardstock colours. So I've got Rococo Rose, I've got Mint Macaron, So Saffron and Terracotta Tile here. And you can see that they look quite different when you mix up the colours. So that one matches that one. That's kind of similar there. That one looks very different on the Mint Macaron. And they're just all so lovely. So I've got 2 there looking quite different on different paper. I've got those 2 which are quite different on different paper. They're very different in fact, and I think that's all I've got. Yeah, of the different colourways, but the papers are just gorgeous. So these were, so everything's obviously already gone out in the post, and I've set these aside. So I'm filming this prior to sending them out in the post. So this is the paper, and the Ornate Garden Suite is a new release that's coming out in June, but it's on early release for us in April. So from April onwards, you could order the entire suite, which is that's all the stamp sets, all the dies, the ribbon, the trim, the everything, and the paper, or you can order them a la carte. And it's just lovely. So some of it is, well, it's all double-sided, but some of it with foil. So you can see this is gold foil. So there's that one. This one, which is a big flouncy flower. I think that's quite a nice word, flouncy flower, and then slightly plainer on the back. And that's the same one. And then this one here with that on the other side. So slightly more, less flouncy, I think is probably a good word. And then we've got Old Olive with gold. And this, I love this one. This is such a delicate paper, beautiful. And I've got more under here. So this one, oh, have I shown you that one? Yes, I have shown you that one. I'm into pack number, on pack number 3. There's this one, so this is Mint Macaron, and then that one there, and then I think I've shown you all of these. Oh no, I haven't shown you this one. So this is another gold foil, and this has got big, this is sort of the yellowy flowers as opposed to these flouncy flowers, which have got, I don't remember which one's got the gold on the back. So that's got gold on the back, gold and white, so's that one, but smaller. And just charming. So that's the paper that comes as part of the suite. There's a double ribbon pack, so the Terracotta Tile here and Old Olive, and they're very nice. They're not translucent, but they're very fine. They're lovely. And then we've got gold faceted gems in 3 sizes, so large, medium and small. And I used, yeah, a good couple of packs. So I've got a smaller one there, but I've got a bigger one on here. There's those. Then there is an embossing folder that I've not yet used, which is lovely, and I haven't opened it yet. So let's have a look and see what the detail is. So yeah, it's obviously bigger than that, but it's still quite a, it's a small, is that going to focus? There we go. That's very pretty. And then there are 2 stamp sets and 2 sets of dies, and it was the dies that I used. So I used everything that's on each of these cards has come from here, apart from the early espresso ink and the cardstock. So yeah, 2 stamp sets and 2 sets of dies. The dies make these most beautiful frames, and I've got a project coming up that is going to be using one of these. Just lovely, and actually this big old flower will fit inside the biggest one. And then you've got these lovely borders here. I've gone over the top of one another, and this is the one I used on this card, as you can see there. And yes, I die cut the best part of 200 of them by hand one Sunday afternoon in front of the fire. I cut the lot. So what my card is, I think you can probably see it on this one better. So it's a piece of cardstock cut in half and scored in half, and then a panel of white that is 1/2 centimetre shorter and narrow. So if you were going to do it in inches, maybe 1/4 of an inch. And that's the bit I die cut. And then this one is measured up to fit. And then the thank you is from there. And so yeah, I thought I'd show you all. I don't often do this kind of thing. Just sort of, it's not really an unboxing, but it's kind of a showcase, but without showing you a project. But I have got more coming up that uses all of this. Is this part of it as well? Oh no, that's no, I've got something on my desk that I thought was part of this. No, that's Parisian Flourish. Not part of this suite. Obviously out for another project, but just lovely and a real privilege for me to send so many thank you cards out. And like I said, I've set these ones aside because these are the varieties, but they will get packed up and they will have gone in the post. And just really a huge thank you to everybody who has shopped with me, who's given me a chance to play with such beautiful things. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.